Hello, everyone. Welcome to Marital Matterz A to Z, a platform where we discuss everything marriage, solutions to every day-to-day challenges in marriage. Do you intend to get married? Are you married, divorced, or widowed? This platform is for you. My name is Chinwe Kings, and on today's episode, we'll be talking about domestic help. Those ones we bring into our homes to assist in house chores, especially when children are involved, to take care of the children and help generally at home, especially when the couple are working. All right. Now, the very first thing I want to say is, if you can avoid this domestic helps, if you can avoid them, better. But where we cannot avoid having them because of jobs, the nature of our jobs and all that, we need to really be very careful. We need to know some things because we have seen so many homes destroyed because of domestic helps. We have seen where people die because of domestic help. We have seen where people, marriages scatter because of domestic help. Divorce happens because of domestic help. We have seen so much. We have seen so many things. Therefore, we need to really be very careful when we are choosing domestic help, someone we will bring into our home to assist us. Don't take a relative. It is very advisable. Don't take a relative as house help. The most you can do is help your relative or can visit and you assist in any way you can assist. Or to take him or her as house help is wrong, because most of the time it doesn't end well. And you see, blood relatives having problems, having, quarrels and misunderstanding that even leads to not talking to each other again and so many things. So it is very, very good to avoid taking your relative as house help, okay? And most of the time, too, the wicked ones use those house helps to monitor what is going on in that family, monitor what is going on in that home, so as to know how to manipulate. So it is very, very important, okay? Now, if you're taking someone, most of the time is someone that we don't even know, they just bring them for us. Prayerfully do this. Pray very well, before even that person is picked for you and brought for you. Sometimes some people even go as far as going to the police to record everything, and I took this person from so place, this person brought this person for me from so place, and this is how, everything about the person. At the police station, they do make entry. Then, when you bring this person, first of all, make sure you run tests on him or her, this domestic help, especially the one that will be staying inside your home, inside your house, with your children, your wife, your husband, run tests, total check from head to toe. Some people don't do this because they don't want to spend that money, but at the end of the day, you end up spending more. In fact, it leads to some disastrous, situation at the end. So you run this check and know, so that if he or she has a disease or contagious disease and all that, from that place, you send him or her home. Then if it is the one that you can treat, you just treat the person. Yes, you treat the person and then take her or him into your home. Because you're doing this, not just for her, you're doing this for yourself. You're doing this for your family. So you treat her or him, and then before you bring him or her into your home. And then as you're praying too, pray for your house help. So many people, they just bring it is house help now. So they don't pray for him or her. They don't bother. Not knowing that that's your prayer is what will not allow the enemy use him or her against you. So while you pray for your children, number one, out of love, you pray for her because she's under your care. He's under your care. You pray for her as you pray for your children. And you should also be spiritually alert to know when things start changing, things start turning around the way they were not, It is when you're prayerful that you will be sensitive spiritually. So do this for yourself, okay? Don't abandon your duties, everything, for the house help. Because so many people do, and it ends in tears. So don't abandon your duties, especially to your husband, towards your husband, to the house help. Your matrimonial room should be for you. You can tidy it yourself. You can clean it yourself. Everything there, you can do that. It is safer to do this. So, let there be boundaries, okay? There are things that she should not do for you. He should not do for you. You should do it by yourself for some reasons, okay? And now, when the children, you should also be very, very attentive towards your children. When they start using some languages they are not supposed to be using or something changing, because sometimes we see so many things where these ones are molesting the children in your absence. Okay? So, you should be very alert. Okay? Spiritually, physically, let your eyes be open. Do what you need to do. Prayerful so that you'll be sensitive. And then you'll be watchful. What is going on in your home? Since you brought in this person, what kind of changes have you noticed? Then you know what to do. If it is the one that you will immediately, quickly send him or her out, home, back to where you brought him or her from, you do that immediately without wasting time. Then if it is something that you can control by correcting and advising, then you go ahead and do that before it escalates. So, very, very important, because we have seen some cases where a house help is brought into a home. A couple that have been peaceful, all of a sudden, became cat and dog. And before you know it, marriage ended. It has happened severally. Another one is when a house help is brought into a home, children that have been healthy all of a sudden start falling sick. And not even, mild sickness, as in serious one that will drain the finances of this family. Okay, so you should be at alert when some things start happening. There are some too we have seen where a house help is being brought into a home and the man lost his job. The business the woman has been doing all of a sudden went down. All these things, you should be at alert. So when you see the sign, of course, when you're prayerful, these things might not even get to manifestation. You will stop it. That is one of the duties of a wise woman, a wise man. Because one of these days we'll talk about a wise man too. Because a wise man also needs to be wise to be a good, perfect husband and dad. Okay? So, people have lost their lives because of domestic help. People have lost their children because of domestic help. People have lost properties, so many things because of domestic help. So pray for them and treat them well, love them, because if you do, when you are not there, they will love you behind your back. Yes, but if you show them hatred, when you leave behind your back, they will show you hatred. You know what I mean? Most of the time, your children, they will take it out on them. Sometimes they can even, in fact, it is very, very dangerous not to treat these people fine, not to love them, genuine love, because that is the one that God will see and even reward you. Because somehow your life is even at risk. This is the one that handles your kitchen most of the time. It can poison your children. It can poison you. So you don't just go doing things because... So you're supposed to love him or her. You're supposed to show it. Not just you show the love. So that even when you are not there, she will love you. And if she tries, or he or she tries anything against you, because your heart is clean, you are loving her, him or her, that whatever they plan or the devil plans to do through them will not work. It will not be effective. That is the reason why you should treat them well. That is the reason why you should love them for your own good, for God's sake and for your own good. This is the end of this episode. Please like, share, comment, subscribe, okay? And follow us on other social media handles. Thank you so much. See you on the next episode. Bye.